The midday sun beat down relentlessly, casting dappled shadows through the dense canopy above. Sweat stung my eyes, blurring my vision momentarily. I wiped my brow, feeling the saltiness on my fingertips. I pushed deeper into the forest, each step taking me further from the noise and chaos of civilization. The underbrush was thick and the path was barely visible, but I relished the challenge. My pack felt heavy on my shoulders, the weight a constant reminder of the supplies I carried, yet my spirit soared with each passing moment. This was freedom, pure and unadulterated. This was my escape, my sanctuary. The forest enveloped me in its serene embrace, offering solace and peace that I couldn't find anywhere else. The river's roar grew louder, a welcome sound that signaled I was nearing my destination. The rush of water was like music to my ears, a symphony of nature. Finally, a break in the trees revealed the river ahead. The sight was breathtaking, a ribbon of life cutting through the wilderness. The river, wide and powerful, surged past with an unstoppable force. Its waters were clear and cold, a testament to the untamed beauty of the natural world. I set up camp on a small rise, a natural lookout that offered a perfect view of the river below. It was an ideal spot, safe from the river's reach, yet close enough to enjoy its presence. The air hung heavy with the scent of pine and damp earth, a heady mix that filled my lungs with each breath. The forest floor was a tapestry of fallen needles and rich, dark soil. Perfect, solitude and wilderness, just as I craved. Here I was alone with my thoughts, free to reflect and rejuvenate. As twilight approached, I built a fire. The process was methodical, almost meditative, as I gathered kindling and struck the flint. Flames danced, casting flickering shadows amongst the trees. The warmth of the fire was comforting, a beacon of light in the encroaching darkness. I sat back, watching the stars emerge one by one, feeling a profound sense of peace. Night fell. Darkness enveloped the forest, punctuated by the crackle of my fire. Strange sounds began to filter from the river, splashes at first faint, then closer, like something large moving just below the surface. I told myself it was just fish, maybe a deer coming to drink, but a shiver ran down my spine. The sounds grew bolder, more insistent. A low, haunting melody drifted through the trees. It was beautiful, yet unsettling. Curiosity wrestled with fear. I had to see what lurked in the depths. I grabbed my flashlight. My heart pounded in my chest. Each step towards the river's edge felt heavier than the last. The melody grew louder, more hypnotic. It seemed to seep into my bones. Reaching the bank, I shone the light across the water. The beam danced over the rippling surface, revealing nothing. Then a pair of eyes, glowing, mesmerizing, just beyond the reach of the light. They held me captive, drawing me closer. A voice, soft and alluring, whispered my name. It was a siren's call, impossible to resist. The water rippled, and then I saw her. She rose from the depths, moonlight bathing her in an ethereal glow. Hair like spun seaweed cascaded down her back. Her skin shimmered, scales catching the moonlight. Her eyes, large and luminous, held me spellbound. She smiled, a haunting yet beautiful expression. Her voice, a melody that sent shivers down my spine, urged me closer. "Come," she beckoned, her voice a hypnotic whisper. "Join me in the depths." Her words snapped me from the trance. Her eyes, no longer alluring, now gleamed with a predatory hunger. Her beauty, a facade. Beneath the surface lurked something ancient, something dark. Panic surged through me. My feet felt rooted to the spot. Her smile widened, revealing rows of sharp, pointed teeth. "You cannot escape," she hissed, her voice no longer sweet but cold and sharp. The water around her churned, a whirlpool forming, pulling me closer to the edge. I had to get away, now. I stumbled back, breaking free from her gaze. Adrenaline surged through my veins. I turned and ran, crashing through the undergrowth. Thorns tore at my skin, branches whipped my face, but I didn't dare slow down. The siren's laughter, chilling and triumphant, echoed behind me. I could hear the water churning, feel its icy breath on my neck. She was gaining on me. Ahead, the faint outline of my campsite. The fire, a beacon of hope in the darkness. I pushed myself harder, lungs burning, legs screaming for respite. I burst into the clearing, my eyes searching frantically for my backpack, there, by the dying embers of the fire. I lunged for it, grabbing my knife. The siren's laughter grew closer, her voice dripping with malice. No time to waste. I grabbed my lighter, fingers fumbling in my haste. With a flick and a prayer, the torch ignited. Flames sputtered, casting flickering shadows that danced around the clearing. The siren hissed, a sound of pure rage. I held my breath, waiting, praying that the fire would hold her at bay. The water churned at the edge of the clearing, then retreated. The siren's laughter faded, replaced by the rustling of leaves and the distant hoot of an owl. I collapsed to the ground, my chest heaving. The fire crackled, a comforting sound in the aftermath of terror. I had escaped. But the memory of the siren, her beauty and her menace, would forever haunt my dreams. As the first rays of dawn pierced the darkness, I packed my belongings, my hands shaking. I didn't look back. The river, once a source of tranquility, now filled me with dread. The forest, usually a place of solace, now felt like a labyrinth of shadows. Every rustle of leaves seemed to whisper her name, every gust of wind carried a hint of her song. I could still feel the cold grip of her presence, a chill that seeped into my bones and refused to let go. The owl's hoot, once a comforting sound of the night, now felt like a warning. It echoed through the trees, a reminder of the danger that lurked in the darkness. I couldn't shake the feeling that she was still watching, waiting for the right moment to strike again. My body was exhausted, but my mind was racing. Every snap of a twig, every flicker of the fire sent my heart pounding. I tried to calm myself, to remind myself that I was safe, but the fear was too strong. It wrapped around me like a shroud, suffocating and relentless. The fire crackled, its warmth a stark contrast to the cold fear that gripped me. I stared into the flames, trying to find some semblance of peace, but all I could see was her face, her eyes filled with a haunting mix of allure and danger. I had escaped, but at what cost? The memory of the siren, her beauty and her menace, would forever haunt my dreams. I knew that no matter how far I ran, I could never truly escape her. She was a part of me now, a dark shadow that would follow me wherever I went. Her beauty was mesmerizing, a dangerous allure that had almost cost me my life. Her song, so sweet and enchanting, had lured me to the edge of the river where her true nature was revealed. She was a predator, and I was her prey. The memory of her eyes, filled with a chilling mix of allure and menace, would forever haunt my dreams. I could still hear her laughter, a haunting melody that echoed in my mind, a constant reminder of the danger I had narrowly escaped. As the first rays of dawn pierced the darkness, I packed my belongings, my hands shaking. I didn't look back. The river, once a source of tranquility, now filled me with dread. I knew that I could never return to this place, that the memory of the siren would always be with me. The river, once a source of tranquility, now filled me with dread. Its waters, which had once seemed so inviting, now held a dark secret. I knew that I could never look at it the same way again. The memory of the siren, her beauty and her menace, would forever haunt my dreams. I knew that no matter how far I ran, I could never truly escape her. She was a part of me now, a dark shadow that would follow me wherever I went. I made my way back to civilization, a changed man. The journey through the wilderness had left an indelible mark on my soul. Every step I took on that rugged path was a reminder of the trials I had faced, the challenges I had overcome, and the fears I had confronted. The forest, with its dense canopy and shadowy depths, had tested me in ways I never imagined. It was a place where time seemed to stand still, where the line between reality and nightmare blurred. As I emerged from the trees, the sight of the small town ahead felt surreal, almost like a mirage after days of wandering in a dream. The wilderness, once a refuge, now held a new kind of danger. It was no longer the serene escape I had once sought. Instead, it had become a labyrinth of shadows and whispers, where every rustle of leaves and snap of a twig sent shivers down my spine. The forest had a way of playing tricks on the mind, making you question every decision, every step. It was as if the very essence of the woods had shifted, revealing a darker, more sinister side that had always been lurking beneath the surface. The siren's call, a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurks beneath the surface in the shadows beyond the light. It was a haunting melody that seemed to echo through the trees, drawing me deeper into the unknown. The mist that clung to the forest floor only added to the sense of foreboding, obscuring my path and making every step feel uncertain. There were moments when I felt completely alone, surrounded by the vastness of nature, yet haunted by the unseen eyes that seemed to watch my every move. I carry the scars, both physical and emotional, of that night. Each one tells a story, a testament to the battles fought and the resilience found. The scar on my forearm, a constant reminder of the night I faced my deepest fears, is a symbol of survival. But it's not just the visible marks that linger. The emotional wounds run deeper, hidden beneath the surface, shaping who I am and how I see the world, a constant reminder of the fragility of life. The forest taught me that in an instant everything can change. One moment of inattention, one wrong step, and the consequences can be dire. It's a lesson that stays with you, a humbling reminder of our vulnerability in the face of nature's power. The scars are a testament to that fragility, a reminder to cherish every moment and to never take anything for granted, and the importance of heeding the whispers of warning that nature sometimes sends our way. The rustling of leaves, the distant call of a bird, the sudden stillness that falls over the forest, these are the signs that something is amiss. Nature has its own language, a way of communicating with those who are willing to listen. It's a language of subtlety and nuance, one that requires patience and attentiveness to understand. Ignoring these warnings can lead to peril, but heeding them can be the difference between life and death. The wild will test you. It will push you to your limits, both physically and mentally. Every obstacle, every challenge is a test of your endurance, your willpower, and your determination. The steep, rocky paths, the dense underbrush, the unpredictable weather, all of these are part of the wilderness's way of testing your mettle. It's a relentless, unforgiving environment that demands respect and resilience. It will push you to your limits, but in doing so, it will also reveal your strengths, your capabilities, and your inner fortitude. The challenges you face in the wild are not just physical, they are mental and emotional as well. They force you to confront your fears, to dig deep within yourself, and to find the strength to keep going even when every part of you wants to give up. And sometimes it will show you horrors you never thought possible. The darkness that lies within the forest can be overwhelming, a place where nightmares come to life. The eerie silence, the unknown creatures that lurk in the shadows, the feeling of being watched. All of these can create a sense of dread that is hard to shake. But it's in facing these horrors that you truly discover what you're made of, and it's in overcoming them that you find a sense of empowerment and resilience. Be prepared, be vigilant. The wilderness is not a place for complacency. Every decision, every action must be made with care and consideration. Proper preparation can mean the difference between a successful journey and a disastrous one. Vigilance is key, as the environment can change in an instant and being caught off guard can have serious consequences. It's a place where knowledge, experience, and intuition come together to guide you through the challenges you face, and above all, be respectful. The wilderness is a sacred place, one that demands reverence and humility. It's a reminder of the beauty and power of nature and our place within it. Respecting the environment, leaving no trace, and honoring the natural world are essential principles for anyone who ventures into the wild. It's about understanding that we are guests in this vast, untamed landscape, and that our actions have a lasting impact. For the wilderness holds many secrets, and some are best left undisturbed. There are places that remain untouched by human hands, where the natural world thrives in its purest form. These are the places that remind us of the mysteries and wonders that still exist, and the importance of preserving them for future generations. The secrets of the wilderness are a testament to the enduring power and beauty of nature, and a reminder of the respect and care it deserves.